surrounded by strong women all of my life, from like school and my teachers to now at Qlicksmart and the women I've met at Jiu-Jitsu and the radio group.
Probably the most would be the woman in my family. They're very inspiring to me because they show how incredible, strong, and resilient they are.
If I have to choose one person in particular now, I would choose Dr. Chaminda. It's because the closest and has the biggest impact in my personal life at the moment. I guess wherever she believes she owns with it, doesn't compromise. The first woman that I think of would be America. Really? Yeah. Because being a manager at your age and having all the degree, being so humble, so it's something that I look up to. So when I saw Chance, oh my god, but for my personal life, I think the most influenced me, as a woman, is my mom. I think she's the first female chef officer in my family. That's very inspiring me. Yeah. And also she's willing to keep learning the new stuff.
The Shreya said, and Aika said, and Sarah said, and every one of you said, I have met so many inspiring women along the way. I do want to acknowledge all of them, but one woman in particular, and this is a really hard choice because I have my mom, my sister, and all the friends, and all of you guys. But one woman in particular that stands out when I think about this question is one of our family friends. Her name is Anoma, so I call her Anoma Auntie. She was one of the 4 women in her year to get into engineering, breaking the barriers similar to Sarah's mom, getting into doing something that's outside of the norm for women.
On humanities, I've never faced any discrimination. I've never felt of a gender gap in any way. In sciences, I'm here right now and we have more women than men. So I'm very grateful for that as well. Being a woman in the medical device industry, especially in this company, I feel equal, like being treated fairly, equally, and I hope it's going to be the same for every company out there in Bulgaria.
So in this specific company, I feel very supported by everyone. I can express myself express myself comfortably, and also I feel supported if I want to progress in my career as well. Yeah, and I hope that in other countries, in other workplaces, people feel the same.
The fact that I felt comfortable and didn't feel like I had been labeled as a woman is a sign that it is a good corporate environment.
I don't think I realized any unfair stuff. Yeah, medical device industry. Maybe because working, my personal life is quite tight, quite small area, so can't feel lots of unfair stuff.
Happy International Women's Day. Disclaimer, I look like a woman, I'm not a woman. I live like a woman, but that's only because I'm treated like one. If it were up to me, no one would be able to tell what they think I am. So I'm going to talk about one of my friends. Her name is Abby. She's the one with her eyes redacted. And the reason I picked Abby is because she has basically made it her professional and personal life goal to advocate for people in a variety of ways. A lot of it has to do with her having a chronic health condition, which is very stigmatized, and she does a lot of work to normalize that, to make people feel comfortable about talking about that, and about the things which she has to do to manage this health condition and the effects that has on her personal life. But I'm very impressed with the achievements she has personally and professionally. She recently became a paralegal, and she's working for one of the Queensland government institutions, which basically help people to advocate within court, people with limited mental capacities or limited abilities to advocate for themselves.
To sort of answer this question, obviously, like, yeah, there's heaps of women that have been inspiring me personally, but it hangs down by one person in my personal life that is probably have been most influential over these impact is quite easily my mum. She has overcome, like, just for what some would say to be just insurmountable challenges, and has never ever let it impact her. Like, she's never sort of strayed in her duty, you could say. She never seems to be phased or put off in any way.
There's my grandmother, who I think is very inspiring. She was a teacher, and I love teachers. She would always make you feel like you're the favorite grandchild. Even though I know I wasn't, every time I see my grandmother, it made me feel special, and that's what made it that's what made her very inspiring to my life.
It is in this case, and she is unique, my wife. She has been there for me, and I think that's what inspired me to have to achieve more things in my life, because I know if I get that, she is going to be with me. So she is having what she deserves. And secondly, of course, my mom, because even when she was 18, she was pregnant having me. So she had to deal with many difficulties at that time, and she managed to get a degree, to get a master and everything, doing all at the same time.
I think in my life there are several important lady or woman in my life. First is Sarah. Definitely my mom and my mother-in-law, and they support me very. Support me very, help me a lot, especially my mom and mother-in-law. They support me to come to Australia. I think in our workplace don't have not like equality, manpower and ladies' rights things. I think it's good.
I think it would be good to have safer spaces for women to exist, safe in terms of mentally, physically, and just in a way that we don't have to self-censor in terms of what we say, in terms of how we dress, in terms of how we convey our thoughts. So that's what I would want for, I guess, everyone, which was a big dream. But in Qlicksmart, I think I see that happening, and I'm very pleased to think here. In terms of how we can improve, I can't speak too much about Qlicksmart improving because I'm very comfortable here. I think this provides a safe space to be fragile, to be vulnerable, to fail, to succeed, all of that. What I hope as a woman in this industry, I hope to see more leadership, women in leadership, and like how Jam discussed yesterday, we come and not like nobody discussed, oh, she's a leader of this great company, but she's a woman. No, just like here. So I hope it's gonna be like, oh, she's the leader of that vessel. So hopefully in the future we'll have more women leaders.
The fact that we are celebrating the International Women's Day, that woman is not labeled as woman or someone else is labeled as something else. No, there's no label to be. Everyone is to be seen as who they are and not without the people and the judgment, and not all the other things that cause our mood. But what I do see is the fact that we are talking about it today shows so how much progress we have made as an industry and as a gender and as companies and so on. We have done so much, I think. But the fact that we are still talking about it, I think shows us we still have gone by. So hopefully, as we all said, one day this is not a topic we have to talk about. It becomes the norm, and that will be what I hope for the future as well.